Hello. Um, I used to collect vinyl, and I've recently been buying my collection back on CD after selling on eBay quite a few years ago now. So yeah, I've been getting my collection back, sort of thing. And one of the things I bought, 'cause I'm going to use this as a tester video, see how it goes, whatever. But yeah, one of the things I bought was I got it from Aliexpress. I don't know what you think about them sort of places, but yeah. But yeah, I got this from Aliexpress, and I think I've never really had anything like it before. When collecting stuff, and I think it's really cool. So I have unboxed this before, but apart from the cellophane on the box and the packaging that it actually came from AliExpress, it's pretty much as it was ish type of thing. But yeah, it's a Metallica box set, and here it is. Maybe you can see that. And it's sort of all their albums right up to 72 Seasons. Um, if you like me, I love Metallica. Can do no wrong in my eyes. So yeah. So yeah, let's open it up. There we go. Put that to one side over there. I'll do. This is what you get inside. Messenger. I won't be editing this. It's warts and all sort of thing. So whatever happens, noises from the neighbours, all that malarkey will be included. I don't really care. But yeah, here they all are. And let's start with the first one, obviously. No prizes for guessing what it's called, I'm afraid, but kill them all. There you go. These are great. They really are great. I love these. This is what I'm doing. Let's just put that to one side. Japanese import. This is great. Lyric sheet inside. Having yeah, it's right way up. Having had these on vinyl ages ago, it feels. Oh, that's the actual sleeve. That's the first time I've realised that. So yeah, put the CD in there. Yeah, it's just faithful. What's the word? Reissues of them, just like they were on vinyl, basically. Hang on, I've got that upside down the camera. So that will kill them all, obviously. Ride the lightning next, obviously. So open this up. These really are so blown away by these. They're great. That sort of thing. Again, it's going to be the wrong way around when I do this, but CD. No, I don't think I showed you Kill 'Em All CD, did I? So, yeah, I shall get that back out. Told you it wasn't going to be edited. Never mind. There you go. Ooh. Triple, actually, if not more. Aren't you lucky? There you go. That was Kill 'Em All. Ride the Lightning. That's what was on the original packaging from the box. I've tried to keep it OCD and all that. So now, the best album, arguably, that was ever recorded in the history of metal. Here we go. Yeah. Let's see if this is going to end up wrong way around. The writing on the inserts and stuff. But Master of Puppets. What an album. What an album. Um, Again, absolute wow. Having these on, as I've said, having had these on vinyl, yeah, that different format you've probably never heard of. No, after having that on vinyl years ago, can't get the bloody thing back in now. I'm so out here. Did I show you the CD? I think I did. There we go. There you go. This is just wow. Actually, when it wasn't until after Cliff had been tragically killed, murdered, really, in effect. It wasn't until after all that I got into Metallica, to be honest, because it was when the album Master Puppets came out on double vinyl, Music for Nations, I think it was, and direct metal mastering. I don't know if that's still a thing now or not, but yeah, I got it home, and I think, yeah, because I obviously used to buying vinyl at the time. I put it on 33 p.m. RPM rather, and yeah, I got so there were like double vinyl, so there were obviously four sides, and I got to the third side by the time I realised that it should have been on 45. Music still sounded all right, to me at least. I just thought, it's a bit of a weird effect they've got on the vocal. um, yeah, um, that's my level of intellect right there. Um, so yeah, um, won't be making that mistake with the CD. I have actually been copying them all to iTunes, so uh, yeah. So obviously next, Justice for All, and Justice for All, should I say? Again, brilliant. Just absolutely love this packaging. And no, I'm not getting paid to say that. It'd be nice if I did. But no, I'm not. Again, I've never had Jap imports of vinyl or anything like it. And yeah, just and last minute, um, down to the last detail. I'm having trouble getting these buggers back in. Yeah, just as having these on vinyl, and then now with this is just, it's just an absolute delight and takes me back to my youth, of going out and buying all the records. And I remember getting the vinyl of Justice for All and thinking, well, that's not going to fit on uh, one side of a 90-minute cassette or whatever. So I remember I went out and bought it on official cassette as well, just to save me. Excuse me, to save me recording it, like so. But yeah, managed to see him at Bradford on that tour, with Danzig in support at Bradford St George's Hall. Fantastic gig. I had actually seen him before that at Monsters of Rock, Donington, with 1987. Bon Jovi headlined. They were really good. John Bon Jovi on top of the stage. Top of the scaffolding or whatever, and yeah, Metallica were great. Anthrax were also on that bill. I'd basically gone to that gig for Anthrax and Metallica, and they didn't disappoint. The only disappointment about that day was I wanted a Crash Course in Brain Surgery shirt that they had on sale at the merch, and by the time I decided I actually did want one, they're sold out. But and I still haven't bothered buying one to this day. I've got enough Metallica merchandise, to be honest. But yeah, you never know. I might do it in the future, very near future, probably. Knowing me. So yeah, that was that. Next one, the one that changed a lot for a lot of people, a lot of bands. Made the world sit up and take note of metal and all that malarkey. This is actually the first time I've looked inside these, to be honest. There we go. Jason. Yeah. I won't go into the whole on the album before about Jason and whether you can hear him or not, etc. Yeah, I think that's been done and talked about and all that for it was what it was. Still a great album, Justice for All, obviously. This one, yeah, have a look around the bedroom there if you want. Yeah, the Black Album, fantastic. I must admit I don't listen to that a lot. Loved it when it first came out. Played it to death. That's probably why I don't listen to that as much anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I will give you my opinions on that album, but I like arseholes out there. We've all got opinions, we've all got one, etc. etc. And the next one, let's take a look again. I just think this is great. This is what it's what inspired me to do this video, so I think it's great. As I say, yeah, faithful reproductions of the Metallica discography, and yep, and I think I got this right. I thought it was blackened release, but we've got Vertigo, a Universal Music company. Yeah, made in Japan. Sure, I saw blackened recordings on something, probably 72 Seasons or something or whatever. But yeah, load. There's some good songs on there. I like it. Everyone, but the absolute horror of them cutting their hair and stuff. Excuse me again. But yeah, oh no, you can't do that. Yeah, heavy metal. Do what they want. They can absolutely do what they want. I don't care. They still do. Great band. Love them to bits. I've got a frog in my throat. More bits from the next one. Obviously, Reload. Yeah. Again, that's it. First time I've properly looked at these. I don't think. Well, no. I know I didn't have these on vinyl. I think the last one I did get on vinyl was Justice. Yeah, Justice for All. So these, because I'm old and all that shit. So yeah, gatefold thing here. I'm guessing that's how the original vinyl was. As I say, I never bought these from after Justice onwards, and I didn't buy them on vinyl. And I don't know. Got on to Pastures New, I think. Yeah, streaming and all that sort of thing. Downloading, borrowing from the cloud, as it were. And then what have we got here? S&M. Yeah. There we go. S&M. S&M. And thank you for the reminder. Yeah, and there we go. This is a reminder. What, twice? Bloody hell it does. Yeah, so yeah. SM? Disc 1, I think. What's the things? Disc 2. That's it. I'm just all in a pile here outside now. I'm going to have to repackage them up. I also won't be able to live with myself. Yep, so there we go. After S&M is Garage Days, the album. I had first Garage Days that they introduced us to was Am I Evil and Blitzkrieg on the B-side of the Creeping Death single. I remember having that, and every cover they do is just, no one covers them like Metallica. And I've got into nearly all, well, yeah, if I hadn't heard of them before, I'd got into the bands that Metallica have covered because they've covered them. I wouldn't have heard of the Misfits. Thumbs it way there. But if it wasn't for Metallica, I think that goes for a lot of people, because obviously there was no internet back then, and Spotify. You know, I do pay for a family account on Spotify. So there were no YouTube, obviously. A bit blurry that. Oh look, they've got hair. But yeah, I remember buying this. And yeah, I've got Helpless, Down Dead, Small Hours, Holocaust, The Wait, Killing Joke, Crash Course in Brain Surgery, Budgie, and then Last Caress, Green Hell, Misfits, and the cheeky stab at Run to the Hills at the end. Obviously, Iron Maiden originally. Always brings a smile, the out of tune thing, especially the bass on that. Jason Newsted, obviously. Yeah, that was the introduction to Jason, and what a guy. I were previously aware of him because of Flotsam and Jetsam, Doomsday for the Deceiver or an album, and I think it's been said before that he wouldn't have left Flots for any other band. Yeah, great band. Managed to see them just the once at Camden Underworld. Flotsam, that is. Yeah, they were great. Got a bit too drunk, to be honest, and didn't really appreciate it as much as I could have done. But yeah, one of the reasons I've now actually stopped drinking, because I just want to remember everything, and I need to see Flotsam again. But yeah, we're on to St Anger now. There we go. There we go. I do remember buying this one on CD before, because it came with a DVD performing the whole album. I've still got that somewhere. Yeah. I'm terrible at getting these back. Look at that. Nightmare. Oh, it's crumpling now. Look at that. There. But yeah, a bit contentious, I suppose. St Anger, if that's the right word, but some great songs on that. It really is. Everyone goes on about Lars's snare. I'm not about to continue with that now. But yeah, I know what everyone means, but I mean, Shoot Me Again. That's like my personal anthem. That is a great song. Frantic, with its almost stoner metal breakdown in the middle somewhere, or wherever it is, 3/4 of the way through, something like that. I don't know. Yeah. But then, yeah, I'm not going to reveal that. I'm just showing you this thing. I'm chatting rubbish as I go along. So what have we got next? That was St Anger. We've now got Death Magnetic. Here we go. I might have been a bit quick. So these don't come out wrong way around word-wise on the video, or else it looks going to look very weird. But yeah, I don't know. It's the first time I've done this. First time I don't know, put myself out there as far as doing this sort of thing's concerned. I've got a few more box sets that I've been buying recently, which, depending on how reactions to this goes, or whatever. I'm not doing it for likes, so just shits and giggles. That's what it's all about. Not at the same time, because they're kind of exclusive to each other. Yeah, good album, yeah. Day That Never Comes, absolute classic. Cyanide. I love them. Metallica. There we go. Right, what have we got next? S&M 2. S&M 2. Just, wow. What a band. What a band. Here we go. I think I'm enjoying looking at these and not showing them to camera more than all else, but yeah, there you go. There you go. And just to talk about the members for a second, James Hetfield, man, wow, absolute hero of mine. Which back in the day, when like UK started producing thrash bands, it was almost sacrilege to do so, to say anything, like, oh, James Hetfield, my hero, everything. But I don't care as long as, not as long as, what's the word I'm thinking of? He just was a hero, and he just oozes charisma, and yeah, I think he's great. I'd love to meet him. I'd just sort of sit and stare, like proper fanboy shit. yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, he's great. It's great, and I know practice makes perfect in that, but to sing and play guitar at the same time, I think is a self, but practice. Yeah, it's all about practice. Absolutely all about practice. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I admire anyone. Well, if hardwired, obviously, losing track. Hardwired to self-destruct. I admire anyone that's a musician. You've instantly got my respect if you're a musician. I'm just in awe of every single one of them. I do try and be one myself, but yeah. Um, right, so this third CD with this particular version of Hardwired, sorry, it's got. I'll read you track listing. The bonus CD is Lord of Summer, Ronnie Rising Middle. It's great. Yeah, in that by Rainbow that they incorporate into that is just, yeah, and no one covers them like that. I mean, originals are absolutely awesome, but Metallica different, and no one covers them like Metallica, as I've said. One after that is When a Blind Man Cries, Deep Purple, Remember Tomorrow, Maiden, Helpless, Live, this one, Diamond Head, Hit the Lights Live, Four Horsemen Live, Ride the Lightning Live, Fade to Black Live, Jump in the Fire Live, For Whom the Bell Tolls Live, Creeping Death Live, Metal Militia Live, and Hardwired Live. There you go. That a bit quick? No, I'm lying. So yeah, I'm not reviewing them. I'm just chatting shit. Sorry about the swearing. Absolutely, no, I'm not. This is the Through the Never soundtrack to the film. I think it's just a live gig from somewhere or other. I've got and seen Through the Never as well, and that performance of Orion in the film. Yes, something about that. It's weird. It's probably one of the best versions of Orion there is, performance-wise. What I've seen, anyway. Yeah, if you've seen it, I think you'll know what I mean. It is really good. And that's probably one of my favourite pieces of music by Metallica as it is. Orion, it's just, Yeah, it's great. Uh, and also that what's on a par with Orion, as far as I'm concerned, is the bit in To Live Is to Die, where if you saw him on the Justice for All tour, Jason did a bit of a bass solo thing, and then he started playing To Live Is to Die, and other members walked on um, and did that bit in the middle of To Live Is to Die, and that is just etched in my memory. That was shivers down the spine. Talking about it now, I'm getting shivers on my legs for some strange reason. But yeah, that was. But even before that, even before I saw that live, it was just yeah, that's great. Um, I'll try and hum it to sort of show you what, or whistle it or something, to show you underlying what I mean. But I won't. I'll save you that abomination of my version. So yeah, now we're down to the last one. I don't know why I keep showing them for. 72 seasons. Um, yeah, still on the whole Japanese import thing. Blackened recordings. Disc inside. Yeah. Excuse me. Not even unless it's in Japanese, which it looks like it could be and is, but I don't know or read Japanese. But yeah, no actual track listing on the back of this. I don't know if this is what it was like on the vinyl or whatever, but obviously there's on the CD itself. But yeah, it's a bit weird, but yeah. Obviously, first single that came from it or video or whatever. Uh, New wave of British heavy metal vibe to that one. But yeah, it got me excited for the album before it came out, and yeah, I'm trying not to make this into a review type thing, but just sort of memories and buzzing about the compilation really. So yeah, that's that. This has gone on for far too long, and I'm not going to edit it. And I just hope it'll upload to wherever I end up putting it eventually. So yeah, well worth it. That box set. I can't remember how much I paid for it, um, but yeah, it's all their albums. Uh, or is it? This is a surprise bonus one at the end now, because one album that wasn't included in it, and I think you all know, or at least be able to guess what it is Lulu. Yeah, there it is. Rest in peace, Lou Reed. Um, yeah, it's controversial, I suppose, if that's the right word, as much as Saint Anger and the Snare and all that malarkey are concerned. Uh, uh, this it wasn't in the box set. I bought this separate, the 2 CD set thing. Um, yeah, I Am the Table and all that. But yeah, there's still some good stuff on this. I remember liking High Stunny. They did. I think they did that on Jules Holland, because they did a Velvet Underground cover as well, a bit back. Well, might be quite a while ago now. Everything just blends in when you get to 21. So yeah, actually, I'll just show you this shirt I've got on. I saw that advertisement and liked it. So I ordered it and it turned up. Surprisingly enough. Yeah. Obviously said Metallica, all the well, not all the album covers, and Saint Anger's mysteriously missing from that. But there's only there's only 9 letters in Metallica, so they can't have them all. But yeah, it's part of the discography. I like it. Some people don't. Some people can bollocks, basically. As far as St Anger's concerned, as I say, Shoot Me Again, personal anthem, love it. Yeah. So, as I say, this has gone on far too long. Looking at the time there on my iPad. So yeah, that with that. Um, thanks for watching if you've got this far, and yeah, subscribe. Might put this on my YouTube channel. Probably share it on my Facebook. I say it's not for likes, just because I'm so pleased that I've got this box set from Aliexpress. As I say, definitely wanted to get that back in. And no, I'm not being paid by Aliexpress to do this or anything. So no, it'd be nice, you know. I'd buy some more box sets if that was the case. But yeah, yeah, great box set. Love it, absolutely love it. And takes me back to me vinyl days, the ones that I did have on vinyl, but as I say, sold on eBay quite some time ago. So yeah, I'm waffling now, so I shall leave you now. And if you've got even further than the last time I said, have you got this far? Thanks again. Cheers. Take care. Okay. Thank you. See ya, as James would say.